So this is my Thai green curry with tofu. मैंने उसको बोला था vegetable कम डालना, which he has put less vegetable, which is nice. I'm sure it's less. इतना बड़ा bowl भर गया था. ठीक है, मैं खा लूँगा अपने हिसाब से.
But there's more tofu than there's vegetables. So.
Correct. And this is Parampara's Penang chicken curry red. Yeah, Penang curry.
Yeah, this also has more protein, and he's put chilies in mine because I told him to make it spicy. So far it smells really good. Let's eat it. Let's eat it. Place here, Pad Thai, quite literally, was where we had lunch, and the food was amazing. Like, so far, I think this is practically our third meal in Novi Sad. I'm not counting the coffees because you never keep a count of the coffees, but this is our third meal in Novi Sad, and I don't think I get tired of saying that the food that we've been eating is soul satisfying food at its best. Like, seriously, the shawarma yesterday, amazing. This Pad Thai, like, we literally sat for almost 40 minutes just eating. We didn't want to waste anything for like obvious reasons, but also because the food was so good.
I think the food was so good because in those 40 minutes we didn't even talk to each other. We were like,
which is extremely rare. I mean,
like looking at our food, eating.
And I did not even think of this till now, till he said it. And then we got talking to the owner. It's such a tiny place, that's why we couldn't like shoot more there. Plus, we were so hungry and the food was so good that I don't think there was any scope of speaking any more than we did. But we got talking to the owner after the food was good. He accommodated our obvious request of wanting more chili, and his wife is a Thai woman who is also in the kitchen. It is amazing in a tiny place. Okay, there were 3 women who were cooking, and then this man here, whose name we did not ask weirdly because we were just having such a nice conversation like we know each other. And yeah, I mean, like 4 people were managing such a tiny place, and you think, is there enough work? But it took almost 25-30 minutes for us to get our order, and in terms of seating, no more than 5-6 people can actually sit there. So you can imagine the number of like online deliveries that they have to cater to. So again, really happy with our lunch, and now we will explore the main town center of Novi Sad. So we're here at this city currency exchange office, which is at this underground subway. We discovered this yesterday because over here you cannot use the euros, you have to convert your euros, and I was really banking on my GoNeo card that I've been using of late for transactions outside the eurozone, but I think there's some high risks. That's what I found out on Twitter today, that Serbia comes under a high risk country, so I can't use the card here. Luckily we carried cash with us, learning from our experience last week in Český Krumlov, and I think we had to go for that. So yeah, so we luckily carried euros and cash with us, and we have been checking for rates to convert it, and there are a lot of Western Union centers here, but the rate that they offer is comparatively low. So if you put in a little effort and get it exchanged right outside the bus station, or at a less touristy spot like the subway in towards the one end of the city center, then you might get a better rate. Obviously the rate fluctuates every day depending on the differences. So yeah, that's like basic tip. Do not exchange your currency without checking out the average rate at a couple of spots, because you might just be able to get yourself some more money, and nobody wants to say no to some more money, right? Well, we're at our next stop, something that I found out again through research, and something that I am extremely excited about. That's this. Are you also?
Yeah.
So you might not be able to tell, but this is basically at the edge of the city center, and we're gonna go have a look at it from another side. This is an old tram vessel, if you can tell. Okay, and this is not operational in terms of a tram, of course, but they have converted this structure with an addition, and they have made a coffee shop out of this. So obviously when you say coffee shop, Parampara is interested.
Always there.
Always there, always interested. Obviously I'm interested because of the theme and the decor, and I've also heard that the coffee is really good. Fun fact, the only mode of public transport in Novi Sad is bus. You don't see trams here, so it's actually interesting that they have a tram body vessel. I don't know how to call it, like an old tram, how do you call it?
Old tram dabba. Wagon.
An old tram wagon that has been converted into a cafe. I think the last time we saw something like this was probably in
New Zealand.
Yes, there was a tram restaurant where we really wanted to eat but did not have the time to, because you have to make reservations in advance. Fortunately here we can just walk in, I guess. So after that amazing lunch at Pad Thai, we're headed to this place. You will find it almost in every guide to Novi Sad. And Ulaz, I believe, is the entrance. So the entrance is from here. There we are. Now this looks like a cool place to have coffee, right?
Wow.
I love it already. What do you think?
Love it. ये है परंपरा की बेलीज कॉफी, जो 2 स्ट्रॉ से पी रही हो, because she can't have enough. और ये है मेरा हॉट चॉकलेट, और देखो कितना गाढ़ा है ये. मतलब हॉट चॉकलेट होना चाहिए ऐसा जो वियना में लोग करते हैं, तो मुझे पता नहीं क्या. Not just Vienna, like a lot of places.
I think this literally feels like उन्होंने chocolate को melt किया.
और थोड़ा कॉर्नफ्लावर डाला है, which is what you should do while making hot chocolate, make it thick. How's it taste?
Can't imagine it going wrong. Not better than the coffee I had last night, but this is good.
So, at least coffees और hot chocolate अच्छा है यहाँ पे. So, this proves कि लोग ने सिर्फ टेबल कुर्सी पे खर्चा नहीं किया, खाने पे भी किया हुआ है. Parampara normally doesn't like hot chocolate, but right now hot chocolate is being a savior, you know, like she's holding my hot chocolate because this is hot. उसको गर्मी चाहिए, उसके हाथ ठंडे पड़ रहे हैं इसके लिए.
Okay, honestly, we've been in like lower temperatures than this, but somehow, maybe because we're so close to the river, it just feels really cold. And I'm not very excited about being outdoors. I'm happy to be in a restaurant, cafe. But थोड़ा ही और explore करेंगे, हिम्मत नहीं होगी इससे ज़्यादा explore करने की आदत.
Is hot chocolate helping you?
I mean, the glass of the hot chocolate is helping me with the temperature. Not helping. we're back here at the Danuski Park, or the park by the river Danube. And yeah, I mean, it's already been such an eventful day. We started our day actually right here having coffee on the other end of the park at the cute cafe that I was talking about, and then we walked straight through to the fortress. After, you know, all our eating, exploring, we're back here because it'll soon get dark. This is such a gorgeous place. Like, of course that is a gorgeous view as well, but this is the current picture right before sunset. There are many ducks that are resting on that island kind of a thing there. And so an interesting thing about the Serbs is that they do not celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December. They celebrated Christmas on the 7th of January, and I think on the 16th of January they'll be celebrating New Year. I still do not know the proper logic or story behind this, but because Christmas has just ended for them, the ice rink is still here open, and you can see people of all age groups out here. There is also a Christmas market kind of a space right next to this, so I can see that some stalls are still active, like, and it's a pity because I think we've eaten and drunk so much that right now we don't want to have anything with the backside of these stalls that you can see. These are like the leftovers of the Christmas markets of sorts. So we're just gonna like walk through it now. Mud ko med bolte. Bubble. You want bubble tea? Chimney cakes. So like I said, because Christmas is over, potentially that's also why a lot of these stalls are shut. Very few of them are open, and like Parichai just mentioned, ये लोग मध को मेद बोलते हैं. We also discovered that a lot of Serbian words are very, very close to the words that we have in different Indian languages. So there's like a lot of similarity there. Can you recall any?
I think right now only, like their honey we call mud and they call meth. So that's one similarity
That I didn't mention.
Okay, the other one I don't remember, but if I remember,
Like we call duck.
Yeah, batak.
Batak.
They also call batak.
They also call it batak. That was another similarity.
Yeah.
I think there were like a few more, at least 5-6 words that we figured are very, very close to the Indian words that we use for the same things. So it's kind of interesting how you will not understand the Serbian language, but still there'll be words here and there that you can actually pick on. So yeah, I think this is all that there is to this Christmas market. I think another thing that I have to definitely credit how well they do here is the lighting. I think when you see the main town square, even like just lighting up the trees in the park, it's so basic but it's so well done. Yeah, I think their lighting decor is really, really good. So I think we're gonna just like walk around the park a little more now, and let's see where we head next. I really wish we had time to go ice skating. having our final breakfast at a place called Academia Cafeteria. Paricha is having, or more like indulging in one hot chocolate after another. Of the 3 hot chocolates that you've tried in the city, which one's your favorite?
The loft.
The Loft. And where would this stand?
Should be second.
This would be second. What I have gotten is a mix of, it's not a cappuccino, it's a espresso with milk, some cinnamon and a syrup that they've added whose flavor I'm trying to recognize. And this is practically our last meal in Novi Sad for this trip. And yeah, we'll be walking. So can't say last meal or can't say this is our breakfast actually in Novi Sad, because most places in Novi Sad serve drinks. So you'll have coffee and hot chocolate and drinks that you can get at any time of the day. But there's nothing to eat. Like, we were just hoping maybe there'd be a croissant or a baguette or some sort of a bread for morning breakfast. But there's nothing on the menu or on display. We even checked with the staff here. So I guess for now we're just gonna enjoy and indulge in our own coffee and hot chocolate. And those are really, really good, by the way. So coming here was definitely worth it for that at least. But we might have to look for some bread or some form of edible breakfast so that we can sustain till we reach Belgrade for lunch. And we're just figuring the trains as well in the meanwhile. There's buses and trains from Novi Sad to Belgrade which are quite regular. But you know how much we love traveling by train anywhere we go. So we'll be taking the train. It'll take us about half an hour to get to Belgrade. And yeah, that's about that. And we'll give you a glimpse probably in the next vlog about what the trains look like. But I guess that's all from Novi Sad. It was a wonderful experience over here. And yeah, I mean, it felt a lot like home. But more of that maybe you'll get to hear me rant about in the next vlogs as well. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to your comments, and tell me how you like this vlog.